You are listening to the Decluttering Club podcast, episode number 26.
You are listening to the Decluttering Club podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Mueller, and it's my mission to equip women to declutter their homes, their time, and their lives so that they can cherish what truly matters.
Today, I want to invite you to join me in the Great Decluttering Challenge. This is something that I dreamed up this year because I saw a need. I saw so many people wanted to declutter, and we were having so much success in our communities, in our programs, but yet we didn't have a way for people to try this out, for people to make big progress in a really short amount of time. And that is how the Great Decluttering Challenge was born. We've had over 50,000 people do this challenge with me. And the results have literally been nothing short of absolutely miraculous. Like, I'm not exaggerating here. It has been phenomenal. And we're getting ready to run this challenge again. So, this is a live challenge with me on Facebook. And we have real live training. Like, this is an incredibly valuable set of training that we are giving out for free. And here's how the Great Decluttering Challenge works. Okay. We have signups available. You can sign up right now and join us inside the Facebook group. When the challenge is live, it runs for 3 days, and then we've added a fourth bonus day. We're going to have a lesson for you every single day, and then we're going to have a live training and Q&A in the afternoon. All right, and every day you're going to watch the lesson, and then you're going to go and apply the topic of the lesson on your house. You're going to pick one space, like one room or maybe one area of your home that you want to declutter from top to bottom in that 3-day period. Now, you might think I'm a little bit, nuts telling you that you can do a large area or an entire room in just 3 or 4 days, but I'm telling you, you can do it. I have seen, and what I'm seeing from people is that you want to go big. You want to make a big change. Maybe you're in a hurry. You've had enough of the clutter and you want to just get in there and make a big change, make big progress and get it done. However, you're getting overwhelmed and you don't know where to start. You've got a million questions. You're not quite sure how it's supposed to work. And so if you do this, if you attempt to do this on your own and you dive in, chances are that you're going to fizzle out. You're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to hit what we call the messy middle, and you're going to end up with a bigger mess than before. You're going to feel worse than before, and you're going to decide this decluttering business is not for you. It's a terrible idea. We don't want that to happen because I have seen that it is possible to take a room from horrible, awful mess to all cleaned up in just a really short amount of time with the right process, with the right training, the right community, and the right support. And all you have to do is show up and follow instructions. I promise you, I can get you there. All you got to do is be willing. You don't have to know all the answers. And so that's how this challenge works. When I first started decluttering about 15 years ago, I did not realize the depth of the suffering and the shame and the overwhelm that people were encountering. And, I was experiencing it myself, but I didn't really know if this was common, if this was the typical experience of someone trying to dig out from under the clutter. But after working with people for the last decade, I can see and I can tell you for sure that it is unbelievably common. Right. And whether your house is super messy or maybe your clutter is all behind closed doors, either way, there is a huge amount of shame and judgment and guilt that is like all piled up because we have all this stuff and we don't know what to do with it. Right. And we don't want you to have to live like that. We want to show you the way out of that challenge. And that's what the decluttering challenge, the Great Decluttering Challenge is all about. I want to share with you some of the stories from people who have done the challenge with us in the past. All right, this story is from Kay, and she did the challenge with us a few months ago. And she said, "This challenge has been life-changing. It has really rewired how my brain works." That's what we do, you guys. "Today I have an afternoon off. I'm excited to declutter something else." And she says, "P.S. without a word, my husband is picking up more too." Oh my goodness. Wow. I love it. All right. We also have a story from Susan. And she said, this is my goal for the challenge. It was a big job. And she shared a picture of, it looks like a storage space. It's got a lot of boxes and bins and, a lot of things piled up. She says, I took Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoons off work and made lots of progress. Finished the cleanup today. And I am proud that there is no other room in the house now holding a bunch of junk that was relocated from this place. It's either put away or went to donation or going to the curb tomorrow for Monday trash pickup. Susan says, lessons used to accomplish this. Zoom in. That's one thing we teach you how to do that. That's critical when you're overwhelmed. She says, I worked my way around the room in small bites. Finish. That's another thing we teach. Every day I cleaned up, so if I had to stop, I didn't have a mess to deal with. She says, I didn't have much room outside this second story room, so I did lots of stairs, putting stuff in my car several times as I finished each small chunk. And then she goes on to say, answer the questions my brain asked, but I also gave myself grace. There are some things from my mom I was just not ready to let go of, so I found room. Amazing, right? Decluttering doesn't have to look any one specific way. And so if you have been avoiding decluttering, or if decluttering has been hard for you because you think that you're doing it wrong, I want to show you how to do it in a way that suits you and that is reasonable for your life, for your body, for your situation, your home. We will show you how that works. All right, this one is from Trina. Trina says, I'm finding as I declutter a space, I am decluttering a space in my mind, putting things more in perspective, organizing the chaos in there too, little bits at a time. She says, my mind, like my space, seems to be scrambled, but I'm making progress. Love that. Then Lily said, the more I get my house in order, the greater my sense of loving my home and feeling so grateful for it. Beautiful. And one more. This one was from Jennifer. She said, my husband came home and said it made him feel so good to see the kitchen. Hadn't intended to do the kitchen, so I don't have before photos, but it started with a micro win and went from there. Oh my gosh. I love reading stories like this, you guys. And it happens like in mass. We have thousands. And I'm not exaggerating. We have thousands and thousands of people who have success like that during our challenges. And we want you to have the same thing. So I'm hoping that you can join us for the Great Decluttering Challenge. There's a link with this podcast or with this video, or you can just go to greatdeclutteringchallenge.com and you can sign up. This challenge is totally free, like 100%. It's free. We have a lot of people on Facebook. Occasionally they're like, it's not free. Like, how can you do this? This must be a scam. I promise you it's not. It's a completely free training and challenge. We will support you. We will add you to the Facebook group, and you can do an entire space for free. All right. We would love to have you join us. This is a live challenge, so there are specific dates. You can click through and you see all the details, and we hope you choose to join us. That's all we have for you today. If you enjoyed this podcast, would you leave us a review? It would really help us get the word out. To start your decluttering journey, go to thedeclutteringclub.com. That is declutteringclub.com. I'll see you next time.